And hello everyone, and welcome to yet another afternoon match here today. Once again, we have our legendary co-host Pork is Great, and be commentating this match alongside myself, Lumen Logic.
Yep, hello everybody. Doing the double duty work again will be Bongbi in terms of reffing and streaming, but welcome everybody to the first Tier 2 winners semifinals match between two very exciting teams that I'm pretty excited to see how these teams will perform today.
Yeah, as for history, as it is a winners bracket match, neither team has dropped a single match in the entire bracket, both having 3 wins or losses. Starting with University of California, Berkeley, our defending runner-ups from the prior split in Tier 2. They went to clean 5-0 in round of 32, 5-1 in round of 16, and then defeating, which is now in top 6, Nanyang Polytechnic 6-4, barely making it into semifinals. Really just their first close match, but considering how well Nanyang was doing earlier today, it makes sense that it would, give them a run for their money. But then on the other side, we have a slightly less likely opponent in the form of Université, the Caen, as they have actually placed 14th seed in qualifiers, but actually pretty decisively beating Purdue University B in round of 32, 5-1, defeating 3rd seed Gateway Community College in round of 16 as a 5-3 win. And before anyone thought that was a fluke, they beat University of Calgary B in tiebreaker in quarterfinals, getting a 6-5 victory and making it onto winner semifinals now today to this match.
Yep, this is a pretty unique match that if you were to tell me that a 14th seed was going to advance in the winners semifinals, I probably would have given you a hard look, or in general just anywhere below a 10th seed advancing. But considering how, especially for this Tier 2 tournament has been through, I mean, it's no surprise, Université can definitely deserve to be in the winner semifinals, as they had to survive against 2 very tough teams in Gateway and Calgary. But to be honest, I did ref their qualifiers, and they did tell me that they weren't exactly happy with how they did because, one, they were the first team to play the Tier 2 qualifier, so they were the guinea pigs, and 2, they did play it at, not at an optimal time at what they want to do it, but they had to play it at that time because of, scheduling issues or something with scheduling that happened to them. But yeah, it's nice to see that the university from France definitely now playing up to their full potential, which is something I'm always happy to see.
And thankfully for Université de Caen, it seems like they're going to be playing at a much more favorable time compared to their qualifiers, currently playing at what I believe is 8 p.m. for French time at the moment. I think time zone just changed last night, actually. It used to be UTC +2, and I believe they are now UTC +1.
Yeah, which is that's a pretty interesting. But I guess now, especially with daylight savings being a factor, Université de Caen having an extra hour of. So I think regardless of what time they're playing at, they're definitely feeling good tonight for them. Alrighty, so the Caen. Okay.
Oh, so it is Caen. Okay.
not saying. I mean, throughout
It's
this
probably
whole
like
tournament,
Caen. I'm trying to think of it in like a French tone.
I mean, throughout this whole tournament, like, I mean, of course, butchering names is like something it cannot be avoided, especially since like, especially from teams from outside North America that just has like really weird names. But we're trying our best to like pronounce it, and at least in a somewhat acceptable tone for you guys. That it's like it's like okay, at least it's pronounced. It's somewhat pronounced right. The ka? The ka? The ka?
The IN is like the but without the W.
The ka. Like ah.
Con.
Cods? I like how we're just venting this time, just trying to figure out how to pronounce the
I feel bad because they made it all the way to winners semifinals and we still can't pronounce their name.
British can't.
Con? But I'm guessing it wouldn't have as much of a t sound at the end of it. So con? Yeah, con.
The can't.
I hate the fact that the way I'm gonna remember this is Genghis Khan.
Genghis Khan. Ka.
You see, it's funny because like I just had a bit of schooling in French today because I was watching France-Hong Kong OWC match on OSUFR Live, and like I was just trying to like remember all my French knowledge from like 8 years ago at this point when I did like 4 years of like extended French schooling because Canadian.
Yeah.
Le français est difficile à
Yeah, I cannot. I don't know. Like, I'll say this. Back in like during like my first and second year, I wanted to take a language class. I actually wanted to take French as that was like my first option, but then I was like, nah, just better stick with Japanese. Probably the best decision I made after with this incident.
Caen.
But alrighty, so we are into Université de Caen warm up right here. With the remaining of the matches, whoever wins this semifinals match, will guarantee themselves a podium finish, regardless of where they will finish in the last 2 weeks of the competition, and they will be taking on either the winner of the number 1 seed University of Waterloo B team or the number 4 seed University of Washington's B team. And whoever loses that match will be moving down to the losers finals, where they will be meeting against either the winner of Gateway Community College or City College of New York.
Pretty terrifying teams to possibly go up against.
Yeah, and especially for City College of New York, another team that's also impressed me with how far they have been and with the opportunity to really advance into the winners. The losers finals. I need some more water.
I'll be posting in chat right now the challenge for Tier 2 in case anyone wants to get a visualization of all the history that we're pointing out right now in the last 3 weeks.
Yep. And yeah, we are entering into the late game right now as with the late game it forces teams to like really adapt to like the maps as it gets progressively even more difficult right now. And so far, this is, even though it is the warm-ups right now, just to take off some nerves for both teams being able to perform at their maximum potential right there. Nerves can be a good thing sometimes, but too much of it, or if you cannot control them, it can be an overwhelming feeling. And with this in mind, yeah, and so for Nanyang Polytechnic, since they did survive the loser semifinals, they will be taking on either the loser of Waterloo or Washington. Wait, no. Yeah, I'm right. I think that's going to be a really, really interesting match to watch out for. And with that, we are almost near the end of the warm-up. And with this in mind, I mean, yeah, I can definitely see Université Quiet Université Caen want to choose this map. I think this is going to pretty much cater with the weird jump patterns that we will probably see in the sub tier 2 map pool. But that's going to be it, and we are going to go straight into roles right here.
That was such a legendary warm-up. Playing, like, just simply listening to The Cure in 2022 is just like... like, this is a band that I'm pretty sure was popular in the 70s, by the way. Just to really date back how dated this is.
Yep, and with this in mind, we are gonna go into the roles right now. We're just waiting for the IRC chat to pop off. Here we go, and I guess Université de Caen will win the roles. Don't know what was what numbers did team captains got.
100.
Oh, that's why Reichelt went. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
You ever seen a 100 against a 1? But I saw a 99 against a 1. That's like the most far apart roll I've ever seen.
Like, how? I mean, earlier today during like Carlton versus Venus, like, I think it was who won the rolls? I mean, the winning roll had like 90 and the losing roll had like a 6. I was just like, wow, you cannot get any more unlucky. I thought you cannot get any more unlucky than that. Nope. This one tops it off.
You know, I've seen rolls tie twice in a row. I have a clip actually still on my personal Twitch channel from like a couple years ago when this happened. Yeah. Okay.
Aside from that, No Mod 2 is banned for Berkeley. The French team, the Université de Caen, will ban Hard Rock 2 and Double Time 3, and now Berkeley is now up to make their last ban. So, as we are waiting for Berkeley to make their last ban, coming up in about an hour from now, we will have a match between University of Ottawa's A team taking on University of Massachusetts Amherst, and immediately after that match, there will be the final semifinals, loser semifinals match for Tier 1 between University of British Columbia taking on the winner of the Ottawa versus Amherst. But yep, we're just waiting for Berkeley to decide with their next pick. I think they have about a minute left to go.
The big thonk is in order.
And we're just waiting for Azuria, the team captain, to make his last pick, and after that we are gonna go straight into the map picks right now. Yeah, I mean, so far it has been a pretty interesting match, a pretty interesting week. There has been one match that went into tiebreaker, which was Calgary versus Cal Poly Pomona, which Cal Poly Pomona narrowly win that match via tiebreaker, but unfortunately their runs literally end against Nanyang Polytechnic, and yeah, they don't have a lot. They only have like 10 seconds left to go. Azurium needs to pick right now.
Interesting it's taking so long for like what's their first pick of the match. Maybe this like their first pick plans got banned out and they're having to kind of scramble.
And they're gonna go with double
definitely a bad
time one.
Ooh.
Yeah. That's pretty... Yeah, so 2 double time maps will be banned, double time 1 and double time 3, and then you have Hard Rock 2 being banned, and No Mod 2 being banned as well. And
Oh wait. That wasn't even a pick, that was their second ban. Oh my gosh.
yeah, and
Okay, there's the first pick. Okay.
yeah, so Berkeley has the first pick and first ban and first pick. They banned double time 1 and they're going with Hard Rock 1. So Hard Rock 1, Don't Cry by Yoshika. I think Yoshika is better. No, that's wait, I'm confused now. Is it supposed to be Hard Rock 1 being picked, or is it double time 1? Because I just saw Hard Rock 1 being banned on the screen.
Nope, DT1 is the ban and HR1 is the pick.
Oh, got it. Alrighty, alrighty, it's fixed now. Not crime. This, and we can see the lineup for Berkeley. It's gonna go with Astellurite and Azurium. I'm pretty surprised with the lineup. I thought it was probably going to be Stexus going to come in with Azurium, because typically with the Hard Rock maps, you'll typically see Stexus coming in, playing the Hard Rock maps with Azurium. I did have a chance to talk with Astellurite last week after their win against Nanyang, and even though she did play on a B team last tournament for the Winter 2022 split, like, all you need to know is that if needed to, Astellurite can play any variety of maps, as she was pretty much the main carry for that B team that manages to make it to the losers finals. And but so far throughout this whole tournament, she has been utilized as like a no mod specialist, aside from AJ Miaska, who has been playing most of the maps alongside with Azurium. So it's surprising to see Astellurite coming in. Maybe they just really need her.
That's already a double miss coming out from Caen. Caen. Just like get a tally counter at this point for how many times we butcher it. I'm sorry in advance.
Yep. Alrighty, here we go. Both double FCs are being made for Azurium and Astellurite right now, and this is a pretty long map, so I mean the gap between the lead gap is small, but if Azurium and Astellurite can keep up, that is definitely going to be a big score, especially with Kuihori definitely struggling to even start a combo right now. Reichelt has recovered, but I don't know, Astellurite and Azurium has been holding on to their combos right now.
And another drop from Kuihori, things looking a little more one-sided than it did a bit earlier. Just Berkeley's members both holding through the first KI. Just looking very confident on first pick.
They're looking really strong they're looking really strong. This is a team that definitely has an interesting roster for Berkeley. Stexus didn't play for Berkeley in the winter tournament this year, but he did play for Berkeley around a year ago in fall 2021 for, I believe, one of the two Berkeley, either the A team or the B team. So really, it's a very interesting roster that they did have, and you got to remember that before this tournament, like, they did have Azurium and Peblin sign up, but the problem is that, like, both of those players if they were to team up together, they would have played in Tier 1. So they had to split up, and Berkeley's B team looks so much different with 3 newcomers, but Berkeley's A team, even though they did have the Bush, Sour Mongoose and the Bushy, they do have a Stellurite coming in, AJ Miazga in, and Stexus. I think that's a pretty interesting roster.
Speaking of Estelle, she's going to be the only one holding through second Ki. Azurium and Raishal both dropping their high combos. And as there's already a 450k point advantage to Berkeley, this is just going to further solidify their first pick.
Yeah, and I've mentioned with how Stellurite was the main carry for that B team, and it just looks like, she's been having the high combo, albeit not 93% accuracy is still pretty good at this stage. I mean, it's still pretty good to help aid Berkeley as Stellurite looking to really now show off her late game abilities.
Nice. We're doing an adequate amount of trolling here.
Yeah, but I mean, a 600,000 point difference would say otherwise that they pretty much got this pick in the bag. Azurium and Stellurite both manages to perform very, very well on this map.
Yeah, the strategic trolling while you're like super far ahead on your first pick so that you like get the trolls out of the way for the more crucial closer maps in the later stage.
And while Kurihori does find a good combo in this stage, the damage has been dealt too much for Azurium and Stellurite, as they will take this first point of this match.
Yeah, super solid 99 act coming out of 98.6. It was 99 for like most of the map for Azurium. Just very confident on that one. And Stellar getting to 1225 max combo. Just absolute moment. And the only other A rank actually being Kuihori at 94.88% AC. But in general, just Berkeley with the higher combos and just like better stability overall on the map, getting their first point.
Yep, and the Caen wasting no time going with Hidden One as their first choice for this match.
Yep. The thing about Université de Caen is they are incredibly strong at hidden, so this Hidden One pick is no surprise to me.
Yeah, I mean, I will say that, I mean, even though they, like, I knew, like, they are pretty much very well-rounded and hidden. I mean, yeah, I mean, so far, they've been undefeated in their hidden picks, going around, I think they're like either 2-0 or 3-0 in the maps that every time they play hidden against their opponents. So, the odds are looking favorable in the blue side right now, but I think Berkeley is going to switch out Stellurite with, I think they're going to put in AJ Miazga in for Berkeley.
By the way, pick should, just to correct something on stream, the pick should be perimetered in blue, as it's, this is indeed Université de Caen's first pick. I think my tally is at 2 at this point, or like, are we counting the ones before we did the, Google search? What constitutes as the mispronounced moments? Okay, Pork, in like our semifinals video, can you just make a compilation of every single time we've mispronounced Université de Caen? Now I'm saying do instead of duh. What am I doing?
Dude,
It just now it's just like because you know what? So a little bit of a French lesson. The de or du are both just different ways of saying of. So it's basically University of Caen, and so like
I'm getting a headache. I just don't I just want to focus on this match. I don't need like a quick French lecture of what.
Okay, well, the lecture's done. Don't worry, man. Lecture's done. Lecture's done.
Alrighty. Aside from that, we are going into hit
Why do I smell
one.
something burning? Give me a sec.
Oh, why?
I'm just gonna go check if it's my roommate or something. You got this.
Alrighty, so here we go with Hidden 1, Sayonara Waltz. I remember that Leuven did say that this was like a alt-oriented map with given with the high BPM of 236. And surprisingly, Stellarate is staying in for Berkeley. That's really interesting, and Kurihori will find the first break. So that's going to give Berkeley an edge to capitalize on that mistake. So far, Azurian with an impressive 97% accuracy right now. It's only going to grow from here. And Kurihori will find another break right there as the map starts to pick up. Azurian will find a break, but Reichelt will also break as well. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's once again Estelle with the last FC on the board. This is a really hard one. Estelle dropping a lot of 100s, so it's looking pretty iffy. Gets through the first Ki, though. That's going to be huge for Berkeley, as they carry that large combo into the rest of the map now. A 69,000, I have to say it, a 69,000 point advantage right now to Berkeley at the break in the map, and all players seeing it.
Yep. And so far right now, as the map is going to continue right here, it just looks like it's just looking to be in favor of Cal Berkeley, as Estelia right now has the high score in the lobby. Reichelt, Azurian both breaks, but have pretty much recovered. It's almost to the point where they're just taking on each other who has the better score. Kurihori with another break, however, but now it's really just Reichel trying to hope that Estelia can break. And you can just see these fans as Estelia will finally break.
There's definitely enough time left.
There's definitely enough time left in this map, but the question is, can Berkeley make some last-minute combo to really try to combat Reichelt's last-minute momentum?
Reichelt will have to probably hold for the rest of the map alongside the other three if everyone else doesn't miss.
100's being dropped from side. However, that's not looking good, but Estelia also is dropping some 100s as well.
Oh, but Reichelt misses on jumps!
Oh, that's it. That is it. It was a great effort for Reichelt to try to make that last-minute comeback, but Estelia looking to make that last-minute extension, as she will get the highest score in the lobby, and that's just going to be it. Berkeley with a 1 million team score, as they will defeat Université de Caen.
Are we at 3? Let's go 3. Alright, I'll stop. But yeah, Estelle barely sniping out Reichelt's individual score right at the end there due to that last combo that she had. Very impressive individual score from her. Azurium also pulling weight with the 447k, and Berkeley getting their second point of the match.
Yep. Yeah.
And break point.
Yeah, and this is like this is really interesting. This is the first map that the Ka did lose a hidden map. So really the advantage is now in favor for Berkeley now so far at the start of this match, and they also have a good opportunity to take a third point just from their own pick too. Alrighty, so it's now 2-0 right now, and it's Hard Rock 3, Akara Country Boy. So, yep, Akara Country Boy. I believe that this map. Okay, they did not. I don't know. They literally in the comments it says I don't know who this is. They have no idea who Mayuki is because they said they know who Yoshika is and who Barry Quiddus is, but not Mayuki. Like, oh man.
I've seen Mayuki as just an artist where a lot of mappers tend to map Nomad Tech onto it, so not surprising at all that this exists in a tech-ish spot. Not necessarily the Nomad 4, but effectively the Hard Rock equivalent of Nomad 4.
Yep, and so far we are seeing Astellurite and Azurium still going to come in for Berkeley. I'm just surprised with how they're now really utilizing Astellurite. I thought they're gonna put in Stexus in for Cal Berkeley, but I guess with like late game being a factor, I mean Astellurite does have the experience to like playing like these finals maps or the late game maps, so I think it's going to make sense that we're going to see a lot more of the Astellurite for perhaps the next 2 weeks, possibly determining the outcome of this match. Alrighty, and here we go. This is a 1 minute 57 second map. A circle size of, I believe, 5.2, and approach rate of 10 and OD 10, so this is pretty much AR 10 reading as well. Yep. Here we go. So we see Kurihor, Azurium both breaking at almost identically the same time. That is going to give an advantage to Cal Berkeley thanks to Astellurite. Reichelt, however, is on par with Astellurite. I think no, it's just Reichelt having the better score in terms of AC right now, and Azurium with another break. That is going to give Azurium with a miss save as well.
Azurium's miss is also knocking their accuracy down to the level of Estelle and Reichelt, which is going to further even things out between the teams. But a double miss from Université de Caen.
Oh man, this is... Oh my goodness. I mean, this map, I mean, that was a suspicious...
Oh, it is. Estelle finally missing.
Regardless of it, that is a suspiciously off performance from Azurium. Given with what I was expecting him, there is a lot more from him.
Oh wait, Estelle's miss was actually a Bancho break, still holding 750 combo and leads continuing to increase. It's just the Estelle show at this point.
Estelle, you're right, almost on the verge of holding. Oh, nope,
that was an actual miss. That was actually a miss aim.
Yep, but
unfortunate, but still 1v2's Université de Caen right now.
Oh my goodness, and that's just going to be it. Oh my goodness, this has been a Astellurite popping off stream. I mean, the first dream matches, I'm pretty sure we only see Astellurite played like 4 maps total, but now, like, my goodness, she's been popping off.
That's 838 max combo out of the 944 max combo of the map, which is what gets her the 580k C rank. So that's such a Hard Rock 3 moment.
Hard Rock 3 moment. But my goodness. And alright, so it's wasting no time. They're gonna go with double time 2 now. So double time 2 is our next pick right here. Extend Ash by Sun. Toho map. It's Toho song. And yeah, so this is a double time map. This double time map pretty much tests on, well, it's pretty much a stamina turning map oriented. This has a BPM of 234, circle size of 3.8, approach rate of 9.8, OD of 9.1.
Which, other than CS, all of the stats that you're seeing on stream are all the Nomad stats instead of the DT stats, so what Pork said is all correct. This also means that the length is much shorter than 2 minutes and 34 seconds, so do watch out for that as well.
Yep. Alrighty, so with this in mind, Accelerate has been switched out for AJ Miaska coming in, and my oh my, I mean, I don't know what else to say for Accelerate. She's she has played as much maps than the first 3 matches that she was put in. But those 3 maps, very, very, very impressive, nonetheless.
Yep, getting a well-deserved break as we get a slightly different roster for the DT2. My take is that Université de Caen is just kind of trying to simply stir the pot in some different direction, just kind of break it up a bit, and just break up Berkeley's momentum as they're already up 3-0 halfway to a top 3 spot. And they want to just have some form of grounds to be able to come back. This is their slot.
Yep, and here we go. So far, Azurium and Kuihori will break at the stream section, as well as Kuihori and AJ Miaska. Rachel is the only player with a high combo right now.
Alright, no double taps. That is one good thing at least. And Kuihori being the first miss in the lobby means that Reichelt and Kuihori are actually holding both of the highest combos on the board as the lead races over to the right side of the screen right now. This is easily the most one-sided map so far of the 4.
Yeah, and Azurium is tapping really early on those streams right there. And yep, as we can see, that slow slider right there. Yep, but yeah, Université de Caen. Looking at the scores, they must be feeling very much relieved, and they're looking to take their first point of this match against UC Berkeley, as we are now about less than 30 seconds of the map left to go.
Yeah, at this point, they're just gunning for the reward for most one-sided point of the entire weekend for OCL in both tiers, respectively.
You can see that the lead, that the score has now reached Reichelt and Kuihori's name, and it's so big that we're talking right now. It's covering the scores right now.
Either of us talking is covering their score as they get to 1.7 million score. We literally needed to stop talking so that we could see that. That is how one-sided that point just was. Pick either of Reichelt or Kuihori. They both 1v2'd Berkeley by a bit.
Yeah. I think had if Kuihori would have tanked, we would have seen a 1v3 moment.
But the best part for Université de Caen is that they get the DT4 as well, which is still open and very much a speed map, which they could possibly use. However, I wouldn't necessarily say as tapping heavy. The Nomad 5 also is pretty light on the tapping heavy side, so they kind of have some other speed maps that they could kind of go into, but this is definitely going to be the most one-sided one if Berkeley's only weakness is just tapping stamina. Additionally, this also gives a lot of weight towards Berkeley's Nomad 2 ban, because that would have been one of the more tapping-heavy maps in the pool that are left, so good on them for banning that out so that Université de Caen doesn't have as much stuff to go off of. Oh, and we're also going to be getting the free mod 1/3 pick coming out from Berkeley. Exhausting all the hard rocks and then going into free mod. However, one of them does still need to pick hidden. I definitely think they at least have one person on the roster that can pull this off on Hidden, though. Even though this is I would say very similar to Hard Rock 3 in the sense of it being like some pretty spaced alt, or just really fast single tap if you're into that sort of thing. And just, yeah, I could definitely see Estelle coming in instead of Azurium, even though a lot of people typically see Azurium as like the captain of Berkeley and stuff. Estelle was doing an outstanding job on those earlier Hard Rocks, so I'm thinking AJ Miyaska might be their hidden player, but pretty unsure at the moment, actually. Oh, Reichelt's out of bind. They can't update it, but they delete the map. They lose their Hard Rock FC with 727,000 score. Amazing. Alright, epic. Reichelt has now downloaded the map once again. And we are actually going to be seeing Azurium in for Berkeley once again. Could definitely see the hidden Hard Rock coming out from Azurium, and I'm just further cementing AJ Miyaska's hit in my mind at this point, with Reichelt Kuihori just doing what they normally do on free mods.
Alrighty, I am back. Did I miss anything?
No, we're just about to start free mod 1.
Free mod 1? Okay,
Yep.
interesting.
I was just talking about how free mod 1, mapping style-wise, is probably closest to Hard Rock 3 in the pool out of all the possible options you could compare it to. Azurium actually going Hard Rock and only Hard Rock, not hidden Hard Rock. Kuihori going to be matching that only Hard Rock, so multipliers even on both teams. Reichelt and AJ Miyaska both with the hidden, and on we go.
And already not a good start as AJ Miyaska with an early break, but 100 galore from Reichel and Kuihori is going to give Berkeley the lead. But Kuihori and Azurium both breaking at the same. Wait, no, that was a client. Wait, oh my goodness, look at the. Oh my goodness, look at the accuracy for Kuihori.
Ouch. They are unsuccessfully aiming for 72.7 AC. Just inting slightly too much to hit the 72.7.
And AJ Miyaska with the chain of breaks as well. And a team reset coming from Berkeley, but Reichel with the chain breaks of own too. That's going to give Berkeley the advantage lead right there.
Reichel carrying an absolutely insane solo score already of almost 200,000. Well, that's barely going to offset Berkeley, as both Azurium and AJ Miyaska handling this map decently well.
Oh my goodness. And, I mean... Oh, it's a slight break for Kuihori. That's going to give Berkeley the combo advantage as they will retake the lead. But I think this is really critical for both teams if they want to win this map.
But onto the finger controls section. It'll be interesting to see how these fare. Azurium Kuihori's trading. The trade definitely going to favor Université de Caen, but Reichel also missing.
Oh, it's these tricky bursts with no place in terms of no placements that has been messing. That's just been catching some of these players off guard with Reichel and Azurium, and now it's just AJ Miyaska with the high combo right now, and I think that's just what Berkeley needs. It was pretty much a team effort as AJ Miyaska's score well, I mean, okay, narrowly defeats Reichel, but the huge difference maker was in the Hard Rock department with Azurium having a huge victory over Kuihori.
Yeah, this is interesting to me because in the match earlier today, the Hard Rocks were doing significantly better than the Hiddens. This one's reversed. And I do kind of see it because Reichelt's Hidden is definitely a force to be reckoned with. Very impressed that AJ Miyaska was able to match that, solidifying Berkeley's 4th point here. With a very solid and very satisfying look at 94.94% accuracy.
Yep. with that in mind, we are gonna go into I believe the cost pick right now.
Yep. It's kind of dwindling on them a bit. As I mentioned, the DT2 being the one thing working for them so far in the match, so they could be going with the DT4. Nomad 5 is also technically on the board. As I mentioned, I do think Berkeley can probably still play it, but it overall might still be very favored for them, and they will be going with the Nomad 5.
Oh, not interesting choice for Université de Caen.
I still think it's favored, but we'll see.
We'll see. As we are seeing AJ Miaska out of the lobby. I think they're probably gonna put an Estelia right for this one. Alrighty, so Université de Caen has only 2 players, so they will be permanent lobby no matter what. But Berkeley, they do have 4 players. Azurium has been permanent lobby since I believe round of 16. I remember he did took a map off and allowed AJ Miaska and Estelia played one map. I think that was like the first map that they actually played in this tournament. But it just, I don't know. I mean, aside from that, ever since then, Azurium has been permanent lobbied no matter what. Yeah. You can just see like some bit of frustration coming from, Rachel, but it's also very impressive to see, like, typically with two player duos, like, it's very hard to like do very well.
I can relate completely, by the way. It is very stressful sometimes when you're in like several tournaments at the same time, and all of those tournaments you're having equally high expectations on yourself to just constantly perform at what you feel is your possible like high points, and then just having to cope with the like the mental of sometimes not playing as well as you want to, and like it really is a bit of a mental marathon to make it through all of that and still show up to each match and still try to play your best and stuff. So it can be very exhausting, as I've known a lot of people who play several tournaments at once and then face a bit of burnout afterwards. And unfortunately, speaking of Riot, they will be missing first in this Nomad 5 as we come out the gates here. Once again, yep. Estelle in for AJ Miaska.
Yep, and given this is a Nomad 5, I think they are literally, so far, Université de Caen has been performing super well, but with the double FC, or slightly double FCs, right, with the super early break, but Estelia, right, being the Nomad specialist, I think Berkeley is still somewhat in this because of Estelia, right? And Kuihori will find the first break, or will finally break on the full combo. So it's just Estelia, right, with the full combo. But I had to say it. But aside from that, Raischel. Oh
Never
my
mind.
gosh,
they're all gone. But due to the earlier combos, this is going to favor Université de Caen significantly more than Berkeley, as they're still in the lead by a substantial amount. All combos pretty much reset to equal each other. I would say combo advantage slightly on the side of Berkeley, but there won't be enough time in the map in current state to be able to take it back. However, Kuihori missing a couple of times, evening out the playing field a bit. Actually, lead is Kuihori missing again. Oh, but Estelle misses as well.
I think
Azurium overpowering Reichelt. It's actually going to come back to the middle.
Oh my goodness, this is.
It's a 30k
really
advantage.
Oh,
it's not enough.
It's not enough.
Reichelt holding on just long enough, and Université de Caen getting their second point of the match. That actually got us on the ropes there for a second, though.
Yeah, 4-2 now. I mean, they were really, really, really close right now. But aside from that, it is going to be 4-2 in favor of University of California. Still in favor of University of California, Berkeley, but they're now up to pick right now. Alrighty, so as it stands, I mean, you can. Alrighty, so it is now 4-2. Berkeley has 2 minutes to decide what map they want to choose next. Yeah, this is a map that they don't feel really happy about, but as it stands, it is now they're going with no mod 1 now. So, no mod 1, Ray, or for kilometers per hour, difficulty named Reunion. This map is about 3 minutes 54 seconds long with a BPM of 185, circle size of 4.2, and I believe approach rate of 9.4, and I believe it has an OD of 8.7. I mean, not much can be said from the notes not much can be said about the notes since while I'm looking at the notes it says watch the anime. Thank you for the much needed information that I am getting. Alrighty.
It says the match started, but it's not.
Oh.
Oh man.
Well, thank you for informing us.
Thank you for informing us. Okay. Wait.
Oh shit.
Oh, it crashed. Nice. Alrighty. Well,
The client.
I'm going to hypothetically guess how it all goes. It's going to age poorly like milk. Alrighty, so far I am going to guess that everybody's doing really good, and I'm going to guess that the first break goes to Estellurite.
Well, a solid 31 points on the side of Université de Caen. Okay, we're back.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so it's Azurium with, I'm assuming as a FC. Then we see Kuihori who broke in the middle of the map. Then you see Raicho who also broke in the middle of the map. But what about the one and only GOAT Estellurite? And I'm going to assume Estellurite also is having the full combo alongside with Azurium. I could be wrong, however.
I mean, just take the current score on the bottom of the screen, minus off Azurium's score, and yeah, they're both pretty close. It's probably Estelle with about like a 97, 98 FC.
Yep, and right now we are seeing so far that Berkeley being able to rebound. Azurium will find a break, however. Another break coming from Azurium, but he's been outscoring Rachel than Kuihori, however. And I'm assuming this does mean that Estellurite has the high score. So I was definitely wrong that Estellurite was the first break.
Yo, it's a tactical client favoring Berkeley. We can't commentator curse Estelle if she's not on screen.
We cannot commentate curse if she's not showing up.
Hashtag rigged.
This client is protecting Estellurite from commentator's curse. As we can see, the score is still around. There she is.
You know, it'd be really funny if she misses like immediately after coming. Yeah. I timed that perfectly with the big jumps, but the damage is... Wait, actually, is the damage done, though? Wait, there's still a 780 combo for Reichelt. Hang on a sec.
Oh my god, you had to do it.
And also, there was a break in the map just now, so Reichelt's gonna see that he has a chance to take it back here. But barely. Like, they're gonna have to hold. Azurium's probably gonna have to miss once again. Maybe even Estelle as well.
I think the pressure is pretty much on Azurium if he wants to take this map, or if they want to be able to win against Université de Caen. But
Estelle gonna be missing at the end of the last Ki. We're in the outro, and it's still looking like it's gonna be a Berkeley win, given there's just simply not enough objects left in the map for Berkeley to lose this.
And
I think we can safely assume that they still won.
Yep,
Probably.
they won.
Okay.
Oh my!
Alright, well, in the most anticlimactic fashion ever, I'm going to have to leave you guys to begin commentating University of Massachusetts Amherst versus University of Ottawa A team on the second channel. Once this is done, be sure to hop onto that. Hopefully you guys raid second channel for once this match is concluded. Good luck to both teams in trying to seal top 3 spot. Talk to you later.
Yep, see ya. Alrighty, so as it stands, it is now going to be 5-2 match point in favor of Berkeley. Nomad 3 is the potential final pick for Université de Caen. De Caen? De Caen? De Caen? Ka? Alrighty, whatever. So, Nomad 3. That's going to be our next pick for the blue team, the team from the France, the Francois, however you pronounce it. Oui, monsieur. Oui, madame. I like croquette madames. They are so tasty. I had one on my birthday, and it was really good. Bonjour. Jet time? I don't know. I know jet time is like pronounced I love you, but I don't know how to, I don't know how to like properly pronounce it. Okay, so here we have both players for Berkeley staying in for this one. Hayaru Yorihia. So this is Nomad 3. This is a 2-minute 43-second map with 147 BPM, circle size of 4, approach rate of 9.4, and OD of 8.7. Reichel with the early break, as well as Azurium. Now it's just Kui. Okay, I take that back. Now it's just Estelle, you're right. Holding the high combo right now, looking to provide major damage to give Berkeley another opportunity to finish in the top 3 once and for all. And Estelle, you're right, will finally break. Yeah, it's like a literally like this slow jam type-ish map. You can see why it's like a low BPM as well. Yeah, you can see some like tech sliders here and there. And yeah, it's just Azurium holding like a high combo and accuracy right now, which is making such a huge difference maker right now for UCB right now. And so far, we are now halfway up to go. We are just about 1 minute left of the map to go. And here we go. We are now 2/3 of the map in. Estelle, you're right, will take a break, but it's not going to. Oh, nope, never mind. Team reset. Reichelt with the opportunity to come back against Berkeley. Oh man, and Reichelt launching it. Oh my goodness, Reichelt with another break. And Stellar Azurian with another team reset. It's just Kurihori now with the opportunity to take back a point against Berkeley to make it 5-3. But do they have enough? No, they do have enough time, but can they capitalize it? Azurium is just breaking so much, and the Stellar with another break. That's going to give Université de Caen opportunities to catch up. And all Kurihori breaks! Oh my goodness, they're even with another break! Nobody's holding combo! And that's just going to be it. Université de Caen will be able. Wait a minute! Oh my goodness, wait, oh my goodness, nobody's holding combo. Well, it's just because of that, Université de Caen will be able to take this point. I don't know about this. It's not looking good for. I mean, that was Berkeley's chance to really take this one, but Azurium and Stellarite just couldn't even be able to build any sort of combo at the last minute. They broke so much compared to Université de Caen. That was another reason why Berkeley lost. They just don't have, even though they only had the combo advantage, it was just the accuracy advantage and the misses that really favored the Caen more. A missed opportunity, but it is their turn to pick their next map. But they have to really take this opportunity. They are almost in a situation right now where they could be giving the Caen an opportunity to force tiebreaker. And the last thing you do not want is to give Université de Caen an opportunity to have the last pick. So they have to be really wise. Alrighty, well, as it stands, it's going to be 5-3 now. They were almost so close. Alrighty. So Nomad 6 is going to be the pick for University of California, Berkeley. This is their last pick as, oh my goodness, the last 4 maps have all been Nomads. Université de Caen, looking to be able to perform very well. I don't know, this been suspiciously an off performance coming from Azurium. I'm actually really concerned because, I mean, although Azurium last week against Nanyang, Azurium really got it together by showing up in the last 2 maps to really give Berkeley the win. I don't know, like, I mean, yes, Azurium was able to provide such really high scores, but I feel like that's something that we're not really. In terms of like how everybody was thinking of Azurium, this is the kind of performance that, I don't know, it felt like an off performance coming from Azurium. But you know, there's still one more map that Berkeley could use him to really pop off in. Now Kurihori and Reichelt really starting to get together, and it was Kurihori that was the main reason why the Caen was able to take back the lead at the last minute. And here we go. This is a 4-minute 9-second map with a BPM of 140. Another slow BPM map. I think this might be catered towards a bit more in favor for Berkeley, however, since they did choose this map. Kurihori will find a break, however, so it's really just Reichelt trying to do whatever he can to make sure he can make it 5 for Université de Caen. Berkeley looking to try to make it into the podium. everybody breaking all around except Azurium. Now this is the part where all of Berkeley would want him to really pop off for this one. And so far, we are seeing that Reichelt's combo has recovered quite nicely, but Stellurite and Kuihori, definitely. I mean, both of them will find breaks, but Stellurite will find much better having a much better supporting combo than Kuihori. The score, despite this, is really close. It's really just because of Stellurite's score that has a big gap to Kuihori compared to Reichelt and Azurium right now. As we take a look at the client, freeze right there, and here we go with the map again. Oh my goodness, this is getting pretty close right here. We are about just already a quarter of the map in. Stellurite and Azurium looking to do whatever they can to make sure that they will be able to defeat Université de Caen once and for all. Now this is the first time that Berkeley, if I recall, I don't remember if this was the first time that University of California Berkeley A team was in the winner semis. I could be hugely mistaken, however. And wait, no, they were in the they were in the winners semifinals before. They beat Trinity College Dublin last year by the score of 6-3. But as it stands, it's looking to be a similar result right now with Azurium doing. Azurium did break as well as Reichelt, but now it's just a Stellurite trying to start up where Berkeley left off. And we can just see that the score is just extending once more for Berkeley. And oh my goodness, everybody except Reichelt breaking. Oh no, this is not looking good for Berkeley. But if you are someone from Université de Caen, this is a perfect opportunity for Reichelt to come back. Reichelt, similarly with Azurium, has been struggling with performance and is looking to try to close the gap from Berkeley last minute. I think there is enough time, but only time will tell. Oh my gosh. There's not much notes left. I think Berkeley will be able to take this one. Yeah, there's just not enough map left to go, and plus Stellurite has significantly outscored Kuihori, and that's just going to be it. Your winners of this match, and we'll be moving on and finishing in top 3 once again, is going to be the team of Azurium, Stellurite, AJ Miazga and Stexus, University of California Berkeley A team. Congratulations to them on the victory. My goodness, that was really, really, really close. You know, definitely some off performances from both teams, but you know, Stellurite really stepped up. And you know, I've mentioned before how in the first three matches Berkeley played, Stellurite only played like 3, 4, 5 maps total. But now she played as much maps as she did in her first 3 matches. I think, you know, it's pretty clear that Stellurite is like, you know, the MVP of this match. And her late game prowess. There is a reason why Berkeley's B team last tournament manages to make it to the losers finals. Stellarite was the star of that team, and now she's really starting to become a star in the late game. As you know, Berkeley could use her expertise for the last 2 weeks as they're trying to push through that tier 2 tournament win. But aside from that, Université de Caen, thank you so much for participating in the winner semifinals, and best of luck in your losers finals week. How is it in French? It's not least. No, it's not that. Merci. Merci, Rachel. Merci, Kurihari. Thank you guys for participating. Best of luck to you guys in your losers finals week against, I believe you guys are taking on against either the loser. Oh wait, I'm in the wrong tournament bracket. But yep, so this will mean that Berkeley A's team will move on to the winners finals against either Waterloo's B team or Washington's B team, and Université de Caen will be moving down to the losers finals, taking on either the winner of Gateway Community College or City College of New York. That's going to be a really interesting finals week. But other than that, that's going to be it. I will do the closing first off. I just want to say thank you to Punkme for streaming and repping again. Thank you to Lumen for commentating. Yeah, that's just going to be it. I am Pork is Great. I will see you guys. Well, at least from me, you'll be hearing from me commentating again in the last match, which is going to be that Gateway versus City College of New York match. But other than that, that's just going to be it. I will see you guys, or you will see the next match in about 46 minutes from now between the winner of University of Ottawa's A team taking on, or University of Massachusetts Amherst, and they will be taking on British Columbia. So, yep. So until then, this is Pork is Great. I will see you guys later.